Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Because I'll forget it if I don't talk about it right now. Let's go. Mac, I'm throwing you a curveball here.
Okay.
A week ago, my daughter was in residence as she was just passing through.
Yes.
After a girls' wild party time in Key West, Florida.
Key West.
And this is sad, but I'm here to preface what I'm going to say by the fact that my dog, my older dog, Frankie the Chihuahua, is sleeps with us at night. He is bouncing around when it's treats after going out to potty. The only problem is his eyes. And he's sight challenged. And
I mean, that's giving him all the best of it. He's blind, isn't he?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So my daughter is sitting on the couch with Frankie and loving on Frankie, as we always do.
How old is he now? Because she's known him forever. Got to be 12 years, right?
At least.
Yeah.
Or as one of my elementary school friends used to say, at least. Well, at least it's, at least we didn't have the test today.
That is so painful
That
to
is
hear.
At
so
least,
great.
At least it's
So sad.
so. Elizabeth is on the couch with Frankie, and she says to me and makes me laugh out loud, "You should call him the Oracle." So if we can bring up the picture of my Chihuahua, Frankie, there is the eye
Yes.
of the Oracle.
Isn't it the Eye of Sauron? Where's that from?
I don't know.
I don't know what
What
that
movie
is.
is that
The
from?
Lord of the Rings.
Thank you.
Ah,
Hey, is Lord of the Rings Golem?
Gollum.
Gollum is from
Gollum?
Lord of the Rings, yes.
Would you like to hear? Mac, have you ever heard my Gollum?
I have not.
So my precious, my green precious, my precious, my precious.
I didn't know you did that.
Thank you.
You
I'm
just,
full of
you
surprises.
You made his week.
Yes.
He's
Mike, did you
beaming.
enjoy that? That one's for just for you.
I did.
Thank
I
you,
did very
Mac.
much so.
It's hard to.
Very nice
It's hard to
schmeagle.
think and got over exuberant and.
Anyway.
Maybe Mac would like it if you called him your precious.
No.
I would.
Make recognize, make recognize.
And I'm not even a connoisseur of that film series.
No.
I don't really pay that much.
Have you seen it?
Huh?
Have you seen it?
No.
I haven't either.
He doesn't watch films with characters less than 5 feet tall. That's your rule.
I just the Harry
He likes
Potter.
tall
I missed Harry Potter. I missed Lord of the Rings.
All little people.
I grudgingly
kids.
went to Game of Thrones and then got into it, which was fun.
Yes.
Game of Thrones is pure violence.
Yeah.
What about Mike? What about The Hobbit?
No, not
Off his
really.
list.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, you don't like Ewoks. You don't like
Nope. Don't like Star
droids,
Wars.
Hey,
You know.
Munchkins.
Going back all the way to The Wizard of Oz.
Sure.
You know.
Oompa
As
Loompas.
mayor of Munchkin City, in the very, very land of Oz, you'll be history.
What about Oompa Loompas?
Tutorial, Centurion,
What?
How about Oompa Loompas?
Oompa, oompa,
Used to
oompa,
scare the hell out of me.
We got to think Mike can touch me. I just don't track with a lot of stuff out there, but
Sure.
the Oracle. I think we can take that picture down. Frankie's eye. And if anybody's out there that wants to offer insight,
I've done
to
some
me-
research, by the way,
You
on,
have.
on this type of blindness in dogs.
you have.
It's common at Frankie's age.
Okay.
Let me add that. And then
All right.
2, there are plenty of resources that don't require reading, just watching, for those of you that don't want to read.
I don't read anymore. I read so few books compared to what I used
and
to.
it's it's a sad state, but
it's terrible.
I just want to make it easy for people that want to give up on their blind dogs. I'm
not giving up on it.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. A lot of people give up on their elderly blind dogs because they feel like their quality of life can't possibly be nearly as good as it used to be. But there are certain exercises and, frankly, tools that allow you to give these elderly dogs or even blind dogs the level of freedom they used to have.
Does the skim milk color ever go away?
It's not about the color of their eye. It's about the quality of life.
Okay, so this is, I'm listening.
Yeah, so you have
this is good.
You have a little patch of grass on your front lawn. I remember seeing it, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember those kid corrals that you used to probably put up for your daughters and Michael?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I saw Frankie in a puppy kid corral when he was in the pet shop. They had a lot of the other pets in those little glass things, which are terrible.
Yeah,
even for
called aquariums.
Yeah. And Frankie was in the middle of the floor with that thing around him. Okay,
so
continue.
If you could create a similar one of, you don't even have to get the ones that they sell at the baby stores. So just buy a little fencing that just pops open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could give him the level of peace and safety that he like. So he's blind, but he still knows that he's safe. So if you go out there and play with him in a corral, dogs are smart. He'll know where the corral.
Do I have to get in the corral?
Someone loving should get in the corral and play with them.
What if Mike stood outside of the corral but tossed in treats?
I mean, that would work as well. Whatever you can give him, but that would give him the level, I guess it would simulate safety. But also,
safety.
You said that he falls into the pool all the time.
That was an oversight. Not all the time. He did a couple of times. That was...
Dogs can swim.
Baby burn.
I know.
No.
Hot water burns the baby, Mike.
Hot water burn baby.
That's right.
No, it happened. It was an accident.
Yeah.
But he knows... But when I'm taking them out, I make sure that I'm right in front of him.
You're ever vigilant, except for that one time.
Yeah, well, once for me, once for Carl.
I know what he needs. I mean, Oscar's idea is okay.
He has legitimately done research.
I have.
And you are setting up a line, a
painful.
It's not cruel. It's not cruel, and it would work. What if you got him a seeing eye human?
No.
Moving right along.
Thank you.
I'm not going to dignify that.
Frankie can, outside of him just, I guess every fifth walk falling into the pool.
You could put a bungee cord on him.
You want to give the dog as much autonomy as possible while letting them understand that they're safe.
The autonomy factor for a dog that perhaps has a lot of running.
Mm-hmm.
I've got two dogs that go outside to do their business.
Yes.
And then the highlight of Frankie's day is when they come in very briefly after that. I do not walk the dog.
Right.
I take the dogs outside, and because we've trained Winslow and because Frankie doesn't wander, I take them outside briefly to do their business. And then Frankie's highlight of his day is when we come back through the door and he's bouncing up off the walls because he knows he's going to get a treat.
Oh, he's excited.
Then
okay.
I break off. I give Winslow a whole round sausage treat, and then I break off a little piece for Frankie, and I literally have to put it down in front of his mouth, and that's when he sees it or peripherally sees it and takes it. That's the high point of his day.
Mm-hmm.
The other high point of his day is getting up on the bed with us at night.
And he feels safe there.
Yeah.
He's 100% safe.
He can't jump, though. You have to put him in the bed, right?
He can occasionally still jump up on the sofa.
Oh, that's
good. But he can't, but not regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And he also likes being right next to Carla.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I come over to, cuddle next to my wife or anything like that, or we disrupt the normal, Carla sits on the end of the sofa, I sit in the easy chair, Michael sits next to Carla on the right. We disrupt that, Frankie gets a little unsettled.
Yeah.
And Frankie has demonstrated to me that he's more unsettled lately than he has been as far as
like,
just wandering.
Hey, I'm blind here.
So that I understand what you're saying about the outside, but that's
Yes.
for a different.
But don't you think
Type of dog.
if you were to put him in a
corral?
corral, I think he's going to feel threatened because he's so unfamiliar with that notion.
He doesn't like being in the crate when we.
Yeah, he's going to walk into
when
the
we
wall
put him in the crate.
and not good.
Well, this is I guess for an active dog that wanted to feel its freedom and safety once again.
No, you don't
but
need that.
No,
No.
He's going to walk into it. Bump.
But I mean, the actual.
The exercise might stimulate something if it was a different type of dog. I forgot he's a lap dog.
Well, he's perfectly capable of taking a walk on lead. He can
Oh
do that.
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we could do that with him. I haven't
just
done it
not
with
near
him.
water.
I don't play now that they don't require leashes. I don't put him on a leash, and I get yelled at for it.
Do they
occasionally.
ever? Is there anything that would distract them that they would take off? Like I had a dog that
Yeah.
would chase a UPS truck. Only a
Nobody
UPS
else
truck.
nobody else in the family does it except for me.
Okay.
I can stop Winslow in his tracks by going, no, I really can't. I've trained him
Okay,
that much.
that's great.
Frankie doesn't chase anything because he can't see it.
Mm.
But that's what I do. So there's not a lot of that. What there is a lot of picking him up, and he does this thing where I'm lying in bed at night, and I tap my chest, and he crawls up on my chest, and then very, very briefly he needs his little petting, and then he goes off to go down to the foot of the bed where he hangs out.
And
So
he's
that's it.
comfortable. He has a
He
good
seems
life.
comfortable.
Yeah.
He seems good. And the fact that I judge it by him bouncing up and down with the when it's treat time, that he's still very much aware that going outside and going potty means he's going to get a treat afterwards. And I'm not, that for the foreseeable future, that's his life, and I'm cool with that if he's cool with that.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. And he's not. The only problem is Frankie has more, even when he poops in the house now, he poops on the tile floor right in front of the front door, but he does it all the time.
Oh.
And we've given up on trying to discipline because he doesn't know.
You don't think it's a
Either way.
protest because he would all at your house
No, it is not a protest.
because he has that chip in him. He
No.
would always poop where I sat.
Yeah, he's done that forever. It's the breed.
Okay.
The breed tends to do that. It's difficult to train them on it.
All right.
But
On
getting back
tile
to
is
the-
great. That's great if he does it on
Yeah.
tile.
Getting back to the blindness, I just don't think there's any way. Did you look into anything about correcting it? Because I think he's, that once that ship has sailed for a dog.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't think surgery was an option. Would you pay for cataract surgery for your dog?
If it would make Frankie see,
Oh, wow. I didn't
if it
look
would make
that
Frankie
far.
see.
Yeah, let's see how much that costs.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Oh. Disregard. I'm going to get off my keyboard.
No, I think it can't be too expensive.
I don't want to be a monster.
He
I really don't.
that was
I'm fighting that. I'm fighting that all the time.
No.
But I would not mind. What is this? What are you playing?
This is Ronnie Millsap's hit record. There's no getting over me.
Ronnie Millsap, a country artist, great voice, and he was visually challenged.
Yeah, he also pooped by his front door.
Knock it off. That's not cool. Ronnie Millsap was a good guy. I interviewed
how
Ronnie
dare you?
Millsap.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
When I was a country DJ, I interviewed Ronnie
Play
Millsap.
some Blind
He couldn't
Melon.
have been nicer. In Baltimore, I believe. In a hotel in Baltimore, I interviewed Ronnie. And super cool guy. Very,
That's awesome.
very, very cool guy.
I had no idea.
So where were we?
We were
got
talking
cataract
about
surgery.
cataract
Blind
surgery.
guy.
The cataract surgery.
You wouldn't play He wouldn't play one of his heroes. He wouldn't play
I said
Stevie.
blind melon, and then he even looked for that.
I'll play Stevie if you want.
No, I don't. No, I don't want anything. Send the
is
letters
funny.
to.
Rob
Him.
Spiewak, ROBB SPEWAK.
So one more picture of the Oracle, Mac, before we move on from this.
But you
subject.
would invest in his new eye.
You mean to get him fixed?
Yeah, how much
With it-
is
get
how
his
much
eye
does
fixed?
dog cataract surgery?
I
How
have
do you
it
know
here.
it's a cataract?
You got that?
Yeah.
Hit it.
It's 2,800 to 5,000.
Oh, there you go.
That's right.
Sub 5.
Oh wow, I had no idea. Well, in that case, no.
What if you just did one eye?
They're both that way.
I think it's
I know,
per
but
eye. I think it's per eye.
He doesn't need to go to a 3D movie. He just needs one eye.
I don't even know what the situation is.
Yeah, he could
with
see
him.
in mono.
I don't know what the situation is with him. I don't know what his vision
Yeah.
is all about. I think Carla dealt with it when she took him to the vet, and the vet said not at this age. He wouldn't recommend it.
See, that's the difference.
Yeah. He's older.
And because
what's the difference? What the difference?
The
what?
vet is saying it's not worth the investment.
The vet is saying, I believe that the vet was talking about whether he was
A candidate?
Whether he was a candidate for the procedure. Thank you very much.
And also,
I believe that's
older
what it's all
dogs.
about.
Older dogs don't always do well under anesthesia. It's a
They can
taxing
just
thing.
do a local right on his eyeball.
Just like a little Novocaine.
Yeah, just a little prick.
Sure.
He'll feel his gums, but nothing else.
You're gonna feel.
I think the next time he gets anesthesia, I'm terrible.
Well, that comes with a price too,
That is yeah. No. Yeah, that's true.
If it was natural, then you wouldn't have to pay for anything.
You don't need to pay for the IV to bring him back.
That's
at that
horrible.
Time.
That's horrible.
Sod.
That is sad.
So the answer to your question is we're not sure whether that would correct the issue, and I don't think it's. I think it's been a good long time, and I don't think that's helpful either.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it.
If it were you, wouldn't you want us to try it on you?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. But I pay the bills.
I would do without the site.
I'm really
save the cash.
Everything you're asking me is turning me into more of a monster.
No.
No, I love him, and he doesn't require it.
Yeah, he has his hearing. That's what he needs.
No, he has. He's deaf too.
I'm trying to help you, Mike.
But I mean, I have to say really loud, it's time for potty.
No, when you say that,
you notice how low energy I am with this discussion. Because
it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable.
It weighs
and you
on
actually
me.
care about him.
Yeah.
I do care about him. I mean, he's been
Not
with us a long time.
care about him.
Mike, when you say...
Well, I mean, I don't know. No, God, everything's $5,000. Well, everything's $5,000.
I didn't bring the price. Mac did. Top end.
Mike, when you loudly declare it's time for potty, do your son and your wife think you're talking about yourself sometimes?
No, they don't, Rob, but thank you.
That is funny.
I appreciate that. No, they don't.
All right, well, that's go ahead.
Time for potty.
I'm too busy doing my Facebook marketplacing.
Ooh.
It's fun, isn't it?
And my eBaying.
The land of gypsies.
Look, I think from what I've seen, we had a story down here in Southwest Florida about a guy that got ripped off on Facebook Marketplace. And my question to you two, because you've used it more than I have. In fact, you've used it, I haven't.
Right.
Is Facebook Marketplace and eBay, is that just really an elaborate fencing operation? And the story was that what did they steal? Oh, my God, they stole...
It's usually tools.
They broke into homes, and it was a large-scale operation where they took appliances and big-ticket stuff, and then they would sell them on Facebook Marketplace. And I said to myself, Facebook Marketplace is so hinky when Carla sold some stuff on that.
I agree.
That, how do we ever really know? And is there a way of ever really knowing?
If someone offers proof of purchase, that is fantastic. Even on eBay, now those could be doctored up, but traditionally they're not.
In your selling a lot of things days.
Yes,
like fear meeting people in strange locations.
When I go up to the Cape, I'll do some exchanges because there are when you're in. This is funny. I never do this in Georgetown,
right?
Because I just don't have, a wingman to go pick up things.
Yeah.
But with my brother,
it's the big bad city.
Yeah, and when we're in, we're in Hyannis, all I do when we're at the beach or anywhere else, I'm looking for the Kennedys to offload furniture for my brother's house or new patio furniture or anything.
We've got to get rid of this bust.
Where is that chaise lounge?
Lightly used.
There's we don't need that chaise lounge in the corner. That's to my knowledge. Nobody's ever sat on it.
I'm constantly looking for a Rose Kennedy rocking chair.
Ah, there it is. Have you on Facebook Marketplace in Hyannis?
Yes.
In that bastion of money.
Yes.
Known as Hyannis, Massachusetts. Have you seen big ticket
I have
stuff?
done transactions on really cool stuff.
Share away. I'd love to hear.
But okay, so the first was It said first come, first serve. Like it's basically saying whoever picks it up first gets it.
It's free.
Free. But they don't say free in Hyannis.
What do they say?
They say first come, first serve. And that's
Which
all.
they don't say free.
I don't know.
They're too
That doesn't
classy
say.
to
It's
say
just two.
free.
That's all it said. So I had to verify. I said, "Is this item still available?" Absolutely. It's yours at no cost if you get here first. That's what I get a response.
All right.
So
would you ever have a situation where they would say first come, first serve, and then they give you the price?
No.
Oh, I would think so.
It's free. It's free.
I would think you could run into that.
Not in
Kids
Hyannis.
eat free.
Yes, not in Hyannis.
Maybe not in Hyannis.
Not in Hyannis.
More of a Leesburg
So
move.
I wake up my brother from his slumber.
It's
What
1 in
do
the
you see
morning.
online?
It's like 7:30 in the morning, and
Okay.
I'm up.
Yeah.
And it is a kids' play table that is covered thoughtfully in a veneer of Legos. It was for my nephew. And
It was a Lego.
it was a
play table.
Lego, a solid wood Lego play table, but someone took the time to thoughtfully cover every surface in the I guess the Lego grass and roads and streets. So I thought
Was it a usable surface or was it covered with like a urethane?
it was
and
called
just
no, it was a
decorative?
usable. You get the kids like
Could
I-
just
I
You
thought-
have
assemble it.
Legos. You could
so you could build a village
you could
around
build
it,
a city,
or a city
out there.
on.
That would be super cool,
Right?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I see this and I'm like, first come, first serve. Even if it's a surprise, like $100 and you get there, that's a steal, right?
Right.
I don't have time to glue this on or even the pieces to do this, but I know that Sebastian has thousands of Legos and he can build a little city.
And it looked good.
It looked great.
Okay.
And then I boop boop, and the marketplace. She writes
Was
right.
Boop Boop like responding?
Yeah, I'm
to
right.
it?
I write to them. I write them in the messenger right there on Facebook Marketplace. I
I'll
said,
take it.
I'm visiting from DC. I could be there in 15 minutes. Boom. And
what
my
did they
brother has
say?
a house. They're like, do you have kids? I said, no, it's for my nephew. He'll be a great surprise when he wakes up. And then she said, all yours. Get here fast. Wake up.
That's cool.
Wake up
All
my
right.
brother. Hyannis isn't that big. We're there in like 7 minutes. We pick it up and they're like, would you like, and they had all this other brand new furniture. And I said, I would, but I have no place to put it. And my brother said, we just got patio furniture. Thank you so much and it was all new teak furniture. It was beautiful.
Oh my God.
Might have been a divorce.
Could have been.
Might have been a
And,
divorce.
and I said, just the play table. We had the Volvo.
That's so
And
cool. That's
yeah, so
neat.
and then there are bikes, there are all kinds of things that if I was a hoarder, I would go and pick up and live.
Yeah.
You'd love that because you love that.
I
Yeah.
love a good deal.
Sure.
And I constantly try to like force trampolines and playgrounds and Amish like slides and stuff that people are giving away because their kids grew up for my nephew. I'm just looking for stuff for him, right? For their beach house.
But it's cool.
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
And the item was
It was
decent.
perfect. He still plays
Okay.
with it to this day.
Did it look like it was homemade or was it professionally made?
It looked like it was professionally made,
Very cool.
like something that they would sell at
Michael would have loved that.
a pottery barn.
Okay.
But they
Yeah.
all right. They made it look like it was made by a professional. It was just perfect.
Yeah, very cool.
So that's that.
Was the woman hot?
No.
Now,
No.
why would you?
No. She
even
would never
ask?
make it on the Golden Bachelor, which
Well,
we will talk
because
about later.
I think you know what I am picturing,
Yes.
and this is why even with a video component to this show,
Yeah.
it is theater of the mind. As
Yes.
he's telling this story, as I picture a very, very attractive silk robe, early in the morning
That just spills
and-
open.
and
as-
yeah, just she's there, and she looks like one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
No.
She looks like Kyle Richards,
It's a different
Ah.
aesthetic up there.
who I guess this season will be on the market.
The ladies.
Well, she'll be on Facebook Marketplace if you're interested.
But I mean, that's what I picture: somebody
Yeah.
fabulously wealthy just giving stuff away.
Coming out in her loosely left robe and a martini at 7:30 in the
In
morning.
Or
DC,
orange juice.
the only thing I've ever seen, which was fantastic, is somebody had a high-end foosball table,
Okay.
and was something that I would have picked up
Yes.
and I wrote about, and
We're thinking
it was
the
posted.
remodel.
It was posted 1 hour ago, and I actually looked up the brand. And foosball tables, I think, run, if you're lucky, $300. This one was $2,000 brand new.
Wow.
And
what were they
she-
selling it for?
She said, "Just got a new brand dining room table. Need this out, but at the end of the day, first come, boom. Like first come, That's all it
I
said.
thought you said it was a foosball table.
It was. They got a dining room table in a small Georgetown home.
And they had to get rid of the foosball table.
Yes.
They were
All right.
tired.
It was
Mike.
a $2,000 table that they just gave away.
They were tired of passing food with the kickers
Because when I wrote
There's
the lady,
salt all over.
everywhere.
when I wrote the lady, she said, "I'm so sorry, it just got picked up." I said,
Oh,
"Well,
people
that was that."
want good stuff.
Now that was Marketplace.
Marketplace.
See, Mike, I think Marketplace is about 5 times more suspicious and skeezy than eBay, because Marketplace means you got to go to a home
Sweaty handshake.
and pick it up, and it's usually a cash. If you're paying
Or Venmo.
That's probably because you haven't been the victim of grand larceny on eBay.
This is true. But I think also eBay.
Those were the early days,
eBay
30
early
years
days.
ago.
eBay
Yes.
has gotten
Thanks
their
to a
stuff
great
together.
Prince William County
Mhm.
street cop.
Yes.
Got her extradited all the way. That was worth it, even though we didn't win the case.
But I think eBay, I feel more protected because there's
Came out
so
in a
much.
jumpsuit. That was fun. We never got our tanning bed.
Well,
Or I should say, she never got her tanning bed.
Mike, they're not good for you anyway.
I don't care. I had no interest in it whatsoever.
But with the virtual contact and not having to meet anybody and largely going through the mail, I feel safer on eBay. I don't like to list on Marketplace. I will look on Marketplace.
Well, there's a lot. Carla has been active on Marketplace, and there's a lot of interaction.
Sure.
I hide.
Yeah.
I literally hide. I hide. I run.
No, you
to the
have to
bedroom.
be the figurehead. Like, you could at least look imposing and say, don't you dare, try to create some sort of nefarious situation.
Yes.
The table's back here.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
That sounds good, doesn't it? That's a nice connection with it.
I thought you were going to talk about stolen tools from Home Depot. And
No, I'm talking about I realized that if you are down here locally, and that's why it's probably more Facebook Marketplace, as
Yes.
Rob says, than eBay, because if you're down in an area and you rip something off and you want to move it quickly, and
it's
you
gone.
want to sell
It's done.
Yeah, you can't mail
$2,000 refrigerator
Yes.
for $800. It's found money.
Yeah, you
Found
can't
money.
you can't mail a refrigerator.
Though there is, and there has been, because of just this, a true push. I think we had the story on here, or I wanted to talk about it at one point. We didn't. That new tool manufacturers are now, I think you brought it up, Mike. Now, if you steal something from the stores, I think it's Milwaukee, has a governor that if it's not unlocked by the store, you can't use the tool.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can't.
Like a gift card. It won't be activated unless you actually purchase
Well,
it.
yeah, that was under the umbrella of security in stores in general and what they are doing to make things work.
Yeah.
And because of, it's been a big story in the news the last couple of weeks when you've got cities like
LA,
Seattle, where theft is such a problem. You have major retailers that are moving out of the area. And so they are coming up with innovative and
Francisco.
creative ways. And, when you ever talk about that to somebody, you'll always hear, not at Costco. They got it figured out, and it's just simple. And, really, like nobody would ever want to bull rush the 87-year-old, Sharpie holder at the door to a Costco.
Did you have it
Did
right,
you find everything okay?
though? I think a flash mob would get lost in Costco.
Well, they
I
get
don't
distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh,
a 3-gallon jar of peanuts.
I think if there was a flash mob and a Costco, Denzel would show up.
the Equalizer. I
The
love it.
equalizer would show up, and
I
the lights
love
would,
it.
and there'd be a big giant, power switch that would shut the lights off, and then he'd get on the, he'd get on the PA.
yes.
I'm gonna give you one chance. I'm gonna give you one chance to get out of here.
I
And
do
if
have.
you don't want to get out of here, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you want to leave, I'll let you leave. You want to stay? You're gonna die.
Mr. Washington,
Yes.
I really enjoyed you in, was it Flight?
Ah, yes.
Oh, good movie.
Right.
My hero, Denzel
Did
Washington.
you take simulator lessons to prepare for that role?
No, I took drinking vodka lessons. My favorite scene. I don't know what that says about me. I really don't know what that says. All the death. This is a guy. If you saw the movie Flight,
Yes.
Denzel Washington plays a pilot that inverts his airplane, saving hundreds of people. But the thing I loved was when he was standing up in front of the plane and he's giving an announcement to people as he's making himself
Yes.
a screwdriver to the left with the bottles of vodka. That's a great movie. And that's also got Beth Dutton as his love interest in there.
Oh, okay.
Not put that together.
Talent. You know what you do? You see a movie like that with the great Denzel Washington and then with a supporting actress in it that ends up being a brilliant, genius actress, and you go see who's the producer, who's the director. Because then I'll go see movies from that person.
Makes sense.
God, I love Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
I love Denzel.
Has he
I
ever
really,
made a
really
bad
do.
movie?
Oh, sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
Not many, though.
Yeah.
Not many.
But also, to be honest with you, I'm hard pressed, really, even though he's banged the drum so many times.
Right.
Liam Neeson's revenge picks
Yeah.
are fun too.
Yeah.
You know, even though he makes the same exact movie now every time. But he's what? He's almost 70 years old.
Gotta be.
On-
Yeah.
More power to him. That's the way I
On
look at it.
Paramount Plus right now, there is a movie with Ben Affleck straight to, because it was not it's by Robert Rodriguez.
Okay.
It's on Paramount. No, it's on Peacock.
I love
Okay.
Peacock.
It's called Hypnotic.
Yes.
It's on
Horrible.
one of the P's,
It's
Uh-huh.
horrible.
and it's horrible. Watch
Really
it
bad.
last night, and I
don't
said,
think I got all the way through.
there's
it.
a level of me that's like, man, I root for my people. Rodriguez, prolific,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
They've got the Queen of
Terrible
the South lead in that movie as well,
Okay.
and then you've got El Diablo Blanco, Ben Affleck, and I'm rooting for all of them
Right.
because
Right.
there's, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be great. It might be a little low budget because Rodriguez has this like flair for low budget but creative. Great premise, terrible movie.
Oh, so bad. So jive. And
Yeah.
that we were talking about that the other day with our jive meter.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
how
so
fast
much-
it takes you to spot it.
So
Yeah.
much content we get now
Yeah.
that, the jive meter goes off like crazy. And just remember my recommendation from yesterday, check out Beckham if you get a
Yeah.
chance on Netflix.
You know what,
It's
Mike, is
pretty
not
interesting.
jive is the most recent episode of the morning show.
Oh, you get it. So when does that come out? Tuesday?
I think it
Tuesdays.
drops Wednesdays, doesn't it?
Wednesdays?
Tuesdays.
But it was
So is it still, because
It's
it's
great.
October 11th,
It's
the
great.
next one's coming
Yes.
out.
But the amazing thing is how disinterested Carrie is with watching television.
Mhm.
I mean, she said, we're going to watch the morning show tonight. And she's like, all right. And we're on the
Yeah.
sofa. Then comes out the phone. We're 40 minutes.
I think that's a male-female thing because I get the exact same response from my wife.
And
who
then
will sit there no matter what the content is
Yes.
going, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
40
Could be a
minutes
game.
into it, she says, what is this, a flashback? And I said, yes. Every 10 minutes
No,
they've been putting on a date on the
it's-
screen, and that's how you indicate that it's in the past.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I have made, I think I've told you this, Shannon has this uncanny ability to leave or pause the movie in one of the most climactic scenes of the show. or
She'll pause it.
Or she'll pause it, or she'll walk out and then come back and ask me what just happened, which was a pivotal point within a plot.
oh,
Yeah.
no.
So
Yeah.
now I legit give myself, anytime we watch something together, which is at the root of it, lazy intimacy. We
Yeah.
just get to sit next to each other, pretend we love each other.
This is true.
And
Yes.
I say this mantra to myself. She's going to try to ruin this. She's going to try to ruin this. She's going to try to ruin this. And that
Happy
prepares me.
anniversary,
That prepares
baby.
me for the walking out as soon as the alien's about to reveal itself.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
can you hit pause? I got to go wash my face.
That's not the only way they can ruin them, though, Mike. And
Oh,
I've
yeah.
talked about this before, which is if it's a show that is more Rob-centric than Carrie-centric, I know she's going to talk during it and ask a question that requires a reply at the moment. And that's
Right.
when I start my under my breath chant of, please don't talk. Please don't talk.
No.
We are
please don't
different
talk.
creatures. There have been articles
I know.
written about it.
I wanna
There have been
escape.
studies of it where
Yeah.
you just want to digest it. Men can do that very, very easily. We can sit there and we don't need, and by the way, I don't think this is a blanket statement for all men or for all women,
Yeah.
but it just seems to me that we are more visual creatures.
Yes.
And,
And more focused on what is there because there's more to
like,
be absorbed.
For example, the first 5 minutes of a movie.
Right.
It's like, can you pause it for a second? What?
Yeah.
What? By the way, the recent commercial, it is a commercial for one of the phone companies with the moon-faced girl with the brunette hair. I forgot. Is it AT&T? She might be the AT&T
Yes.
lady.
I know the lady you mean. Yeah.
Correct.
And it's got Keenan.
Yes.
No, Peel.
Oh, it has Peel.
Jordan and Peel.
Okay.
And his only line when they're on a plane together is "What?" And that is the biggest bang for that minimal participation in a commercial because he delivers it so well. Because he's such a brilliant comic actor and a sketch actor.
Need to see
Wonderful. Yeah. It's about the sandwich, and they're eating sandwiches, and he gets one because he's in a spa.
Oh, I know exactly. He looks back.
And he looks back and goes,
Yeah.
What?
I know the
all
one
it
you
is.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
fantastic.
spot.
Yeah. But I'm an idiot, and we have to go to commercial now.
No, I don't.
So that's
I don't
it.
think either of those are true.
I'm a
we can
big
choose
idiot.
to go to commercials.
I'm a big, crappy golfer idiot. That's what I am.
Oh
Anyway,
no! Good day.
no, not today. Anyway, we'll be right back with more fun and more thrills because we got this little roundtable with very interesting germaphobe news.
Oh.
Coming up right here on the Michael Barrett Show. All out. Relive and preserve your cherished memories with Legacy Box. Safely digitize your family's precious moments. This is so easy. All you have to do is visit legacybox.com/TMOS. You will get an exclusive 40% discount. They handle over 15 types of analog media, including VHS tapes, Super 8mm film reels, photo negatives. As the world's largest digitizer with a decade of experience, Legacy Box has helped over 1 million families relive special moments from weddings to Christmases to beach trips to school plays and, of course, Oscar's Chewy anniversary.
Yes.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Chewy.
Go to legacybox.com/TMOS to save 40%. Buy today, send it in when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/TMOS, legacybox.com/TMOS. Release the curtain. I love it. I love it. Do you think we could hear it just one more
Just
time,
one more
please?
release? Yeah,
Thank
please.
you very much. Oh! Release the Kraken.
Kraken looks good today. Kraken looks nice.
We're very, very excited about our
Looks
Kraken.
thirsty.
Yeah. Hey, what's Kraken? Good looking. Anyway, let's start this.
The maze.
The Incredible Hulk. Back in the day. This
Yes.
is for our older listeners out there, played by the incomparable Lou Ferrigno.
Not his best role, though. Not his best role, though. His best role was when they cast him as Lou Ferrigno as the neighbor on King of Queens.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes, he did a fine job.
He
on
really,
that.
truly did.
Well, he's not being too super heroic to his wife these days.
Oh.
At least that's her story. Lou Ferrigno's wife, Carla.
Ooh.
Carla Ferrigno?
Has filed for divorce, and it's Carla with a C.
Oh.
She claims that he's being shady and abusive. What's worse is that she's been diagnosed with dementia. Well, that's an interesting second paragraph
It is.
because
Yeah,
it
it's-
changes things. She says he's trying to establish a conservatorship against her will in order to control her affairs. Carla is 74. Lou is 71. They've been married 43 years. So
That's
this
pretty
is
impressive.
interesting.
Yeah.
She also says Lou has a mistress with whom he, quote, spends most of his time traveling to his various appearances and flaunting in my face even when he is home. So the part that I'm having trouble getting by is she acknowledges the dementia? Is that what's going on
Sometimes
here?
she does, sometimes she
How
doesn't.
Isn't dementia by design like they just don't know what's going on?
Going
yeah,
on?
yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah. Is
Lou,
the mistress healthy?
Not sure. Lou, for his part, is accusing their 42-year-old daughter, Shauna, of elder abuse for trying to take Carla to the bank to withdraw $500,000.
You know what?
Come
For-
on in,
Keeps
Mom.
getting more
For all the
interesting.
crummy stuff that's happened to the three of us in our life,
Yes.
we've been effing lucky
Yeah.
because you know no one's shimming you to the ATM right now, Mike.
Yeah.
Rob,
How many times you've been married?
Same deal.
Oscar, how many times?
Me?
Yeah.
Once so far.
Rob Spiegel, how many times you've been married?
Only one.
Speak for yourself.
But you've never
I
never had elder abuse committed against
No.
you.
No. Well, you don't know what it's like.
Stop it. That's not even funny.
Like the camera zooms out and he's in an aquarium.
Carla says Lou is just trying to trap her. Hi, Mary. Lou, Ted Baxter, WJM-TV News.
Funny.
There's no gambling at Bushwood, sir, and I never slice. I christen thee the Flying Wasp. Carla says Lou is just trying to trap her in the marriage so he can hold on to everything they've accumulated during their marriage. The truth is, she wants Shauna to manage her affairs. Anyway, a big star back in the day.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's very sad
Yeah.
to me. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Very,
You know?
I feel like fame destroys your family. Isn't that crazy to say?
No, it's not crazy
Not
to
at
say at
all.
all. Because I think when you, if you
Look
watch
at the
Beckham,
Hogans.
if you watch the Beckham documentary,
Mhm.
you'll see they almost lost everything. Not everything, but they almost lost their marriage
Right.
when he went to Real Madrid and the allegations of an affair came up. And the British, you learn one thing. Regardless of what you think about David Beckham and Posh Spice,
Yes.
the British press, pretty amazingly awful.
Oh, the
Really,
worst.
really
yeah, the
spectacularly
hostility
Yeah.
there.
So who knows?
I
but,
read hello.
we wish the
I think that's
Ferrignos
Spanish.
love. There have been some hookups on Dancing with the Stars over the years, but it's surprising that it doesn't happen more often. By the way, the lovely Brooke Burke tells it. Always
Ooh.
has been stunning.
Yeah.
Brooke won the Mirror Ball Trophy with Derek, is it Huff? Is that
Huff.
his the blonde guy,
Yes,
right?
Huff.
Back in 2008. And if she wasn't married at the time, she absolutely would have been hitting that, or at least trying to. She says, quote, "Let me tell you why. You are intertwined with someone's body when you're not a dancer. There is no way that I have ever been so connected, besides with a lover or a
Yeah.
husband, and it's every single day when they're learning
Yeah.
those, there he is, little dreamboat. Every day they rehearse together in the sweaty, so
Yeah, they're
sweaty
working out.
dance
They're-
studio.
I think
Essentially, yeah.
it's the dancing outside of the lambada, which is the forbidden
Oh, that's the
dance,
forbidden dance.
is sexual by nature. I think that's why
It is?
we all watch it.
Mm-hmm.
When the show's on, you're like, "Wow, are they going out?"
Was
yeah, and
Ferrigno
those guys on the show. What's that?
was Ferrigno ever on Dancing with the Stars?
I don't believe he might have been.
I think
He's that
he
kind of
was.
celebrity.
Yeah, it's about right.
Maybe something happened there. But the guys that are the regulars, right? The
Yes.
professional dancers. I mean, it's
Sometimes it is a big competition.
there you
That's
go.
right.
Excuse me.
She adds, quote, "You smell them, you feel them, you're breathing with them.
Mhm.
It can be more intimate than making love in a bedroom.
We learned that in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
You're making love on a dance floor. You feel more connected."
I learned that when I took square dancing at the Y.
Now, do-si-do. Step to your right and hook her in the arm.
It's snack time.
She even called it, quote, life-changing. What's funny is that Brooke and Derek weren't even getting along when they first started working together and had to get couples therapy.
That's sexual tension right there.
That is.
That is. That's
Did
like
they do that on Dancing with the Stars? Did they get couples therapy? I
anything
didn't
to
know
get
that.
the ratings.
They call it coaching. Like
Oh.
coaching therapy, team therapy, but it is couples therapy.
That's fascinating to me. It really is. Okay, now we're going to have a little fun. People on social media are talking about the everyday words they know they're going to stumble over.
Okay.
And now, when you do what we do for a living, folks, you always have these words. And I know that in real life, and that's what I call anything outside of a broadcast studio, certainly Oscar Santana has been mocked, I think unfairly so over the years, for pizza, pizza, pizza. But here they are, and because he's the guy, I really just have to give these words
Just
to
give
him,
them
Rob.
to me. It's fine.
Okay.
I really do.
I'll do my
So
best.
we have, we're going to go through them, and as long as you don't get hung up on them, we'll blast through
Yes.
the 20.
Excellent.
You ready?
Give it.
These are words that people stumble on. Number one, rural.
Rural.
Very good. Number two, brewery.
Brewery. Whoa.
Number three, Marlboro.
Marlboro.
Yeah,
That's a lot of marbles.
Marlboro.
Marlboro. Upper Marlboro.
Now you're talking.
Number four, you award this to somebody after they've passed posthumously.
Posthumously.
Beautiful.
I think
I
I screwed it up and he got it right.
he did a
Thank
beautiful
you.
job.
I'm working on my diction.
Number five, it is a steak sauce. that you pour on. It's not A1.
Ketchup.
But no, it's
Starts
spelled
with a-
WORCESTERSHIR.
Worcester.
No. And I
Sorry.
can say this because perhaps I have family members that were born in Worcester. It's Worcestershire.
Oh,
sauce.
it's Worcester, Mass.
My favorite
What's that?
pronunciation.
Hey, what's that?
My favorite pronunciation
guy.
of that is wash your sister sauce.
Oh, you have a little fun at the Macintosh house on Sunday nights when dinner's on. Watch your sister sauce.
Wash your sister
Yeah.
sauce.
Did your dad come up? That's a dad
No,
joke.
that's
It
actually
sounds
a
like
TikTok joke.
Oh,
It
it
is?
is?
It is.
Okay. Wonderful.
Were you surfing TikTok at Rehoboth and you said, "Can't wait to spring this on the folks"?
I mean, I don't have a sister, so.
Yeah. How you feeling, Gramps?
Bet you wish
Watch
you
your
did.
sister sauce. All right. Not the fifth, Oscar, but the one after that.
Yes.
It's not
Sixth.
the fifth. What is it?
6th.
Very nice.
I would have said 1.75.
Number 7 is anemone.
Excuse me?
Like a sea anemone.
Almost like a jellyfish. Yeah.
Anemone.
Very good.
Yeah.
Number 8, it's not a mouse. It's not a rat. It's a pet. Begins with an H. And,
Hamster.
Say it again.
Hamster.
Okay, now they say that
Hamster.
it's hamster
Mm-hmm.
and it's not hamster as people.
Oh, no.
I have
Okay.
always pronounced it hamster.
No,
But
hamster.
it's hamster.
I call it ex-hamster. Is that right?
Number 9, you get it in Italian restaurants. It's the little cup of coffee that you have after dinner. Comes
An
in a small
espresso.
cup. What is it?
Espresso.
You nailed it.
You did very good.
He is really, because a lot of people say espresso.
That's the-
Even Frank Sinatra called it espresso.
When I
the
hear
fastest.
especially, I want to choke somebody.
That's
what,
horrible.
What
It's one
about
of my
how
least
did your
favorites.
buddy say accept again?
Which one?
Accept? Or
No, it was especially.
especially.
That's what it is.
Especially.
That's what it is.
All right, this is the berry, ACAI. The
I don't know how to say this.
ACAI. Acai berry?
No, it is pronounced acai.
Oh, I should know the chance.
It's not
what
the
it is.
acai berry, it's the
I'm an
acai
idiot.
berry.
That's a good one to know.
Acai.
Acai.
Isn't that a good one? 'Cause I always said
acai?
acai. It's spelled ACAI and it is pronounced acai.
Acai.
Okay, acai.
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 Shannon orders
All
a
right.
lot of acai.
What do you call someone who sells you a house? What's their job title? What are they? They are
Broker.
but the name of the business.
Crook.
A real estate agent.
But what is the shorter version?
Oh,
of it?
okay. I see where he's going for.
A realtor.
Realtor. Yeah, I don't think that's hard.
All right. Let's try this one. NEGLIGIBLE.
Oh.
Negligible.
Negligible. I find you negligible.
Almost a little hiccup, but he got
Yeah,
through
Yes,
it.
I
he
got
got there.
through it. I got through it. That was painful.
How do you pronounce the Greek sandwich that they carve off the big
gyro.
stick? That is incorrect.
Yeah.
As Gordon Liddy, the late Gordon Liddy, would have told you, it is a gyro.
Is it really a gyro? I thought he was just doing shtick.
I thought it was hero.
Hero. I don't know.
Oh.
In fact, it doesn't say anything
Does
here.
it come with wash your sister sauce?
I don't know. Gyro. Hero.
It is a white sauce.
Stop it.
Yuck.
Proselytize.
Proselytize. What is
You got
that's
that one.
when someone's used and abused?
Mac, I think it's a proselytize is when you're giving someone a sermon, right?
I don't actually know.
I thought it was the short for prostitution.
That's why I was asking you so you could check.
Okay,
Yeah,
look
sure.
it up.
Mac, listen.
Proselytize.
When he's asking you, he's not asking your brain. He's asking the computer in front of you.
The next one. What is the name of the snowman in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh, God.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Frosty.
No,
the big
no.
one.
The big
the
guy.
big one without the teeth.
The
big-
abominable snowman.
He's nailing it.
Yeah.
He's absolutely nailing it.
We would have also accepted Bumble.
We've
this
got
is
proselytize up.
we all hate cancer. So
yeah,
what
you're
is-
right. Religion.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Converting or attempt to convert.
When cancer spreads, it has
Metastasized.
that one you had a tough time. Give that to me again.
Metastasized or metastasized? Oh, I can't do it. Let me try it again. Oh, no.
Go ahead.
It's metastasized.
That,
No, I can't
you
do
nailed
it. Did I do it?
You nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Metastasized.
Because your medical background.
Well, I do come from a medical family.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Let's see.
That's embarrassing.
PHENOMENON.
Phenomenon?
Do, 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 do.
I'm so proud of. Isn't he doing
He's
well,
doing
Rob?
very, very
Yes.
well.
I am
Now-
assimilated.
Here's the tough one for me. For years,
Or I have.
I've messed it up. It is the second month of the year.
Oh, it's February.
Rob, would you like to try it?
February?
I think
February.
essentially it's February, isn't it? But no one says that.
I think you'd have to ask Alexa.
February.
I've always said February.
Yeah,
Yeah, February.
Yeah.
But I think there are people that is like, now in February.
Those
well,
are
Mike, I don't know anything about that.
Are those like? Is this?
Oh.
Are those the common? What are the two? What are the top 3 common names for kids or people? I've met a June before.
Oh, for like
I've
months?
met an April,
Yeah.
and I've met a February.
You met someone
You know
in
why-
February?
Yeah,
Do you know why I loved June?
February.
February.
Yeah, no R.
February.
Yeah, no
So
need
that
for an
is
R.
the way.
Yeah.
February is the correct
Exactly.
pronunciation.
Precisely, yeah.
And June was my favorite lady because she was busting out all over.
Look out.
AMORT. This is the second to last one.
Okay. The penultimate one.
Don't you like that? Don't you like that, Logan?
Who is this fucking lunk anyway? He looks like a ball sack in a toupee.
Thank you. Amortization.
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 No, is it-
Amortization.
Yeah, like our equipment, has it been amortized?
And the last one, I don't know why this is on here because it was just a very subjective
Amortization.
list. It's not a car that drives with the front wheels. It has,
Rear
The-
wheel drive.
what is it?
Rear wheel drive. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
but you know what? It is a little bit of a mouthful.
Rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive. I think it's the
Rubber
proximity.
baby buggy bumper.
That's
Rubber
true.
baby buggy bumpers.
All right.
She
baby
sells seashells down by the seashore.
Up, left,
do you
left,
want
right,
the
right,
germaphobe
start.
story or a Spanish couple? I like the germ story.
I like the germ story 'cause you
save the
teased it.
Spanish
Yeah,
couple. All right,
yeah.
here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Germs for the win.
All right, hit my boom, please. Thank you.
Thanks.
According to studies, one of the worst places to use a phone is in the bathroom, since the toilet's germs go everywhere when you flush. Additionally, because most people do not consider their phones to be unclean, they do not clean them as well. According to a study conducted by the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, approximately 92% of phones were contaminated with potentially harmful bacteria like E. coli, salmonella, and C. difficile. What's that one? What's that last one? I can't
Say it
pronounce
again?
it. C. difficile.
Oh, that's don't they have a name for that? C. diff. It's
Or-
common.
oh, yeah.
Common in hospitals.
If you want to know how to remember it, doctors would study and call it C. difficile.
Oh, I thought we were talking about my ex-girlfriend.
Stop
E.
it.
coli is a form of bacteria found in feces. I love feces.
The word or the product?
The word.
Okay.
Now somebody's going to isolate
Don't just
that,
look at
and
it.
it's going to be everywhere.
Eat it.
That sickens more than 1 million people worldwide every year. Let's see. It was discovered in 16% of the samples that researchers gathered from over 300 people in 12 cities throughout the UK. Additionally, according to specialists, using your phone while using the restroom for a lengthy period of time, I think that means sitting down,
Yeah, have to
can put pressure on your ears and your rectum,
be. Your ears?
Oh, no.
increasing your risk of hemorrhoidal tissue, piles of rectal difficulties, and other gastrointestinal disorders. Piles.
Piles.
What it's called.
I coming back from my overseas trip, I felt like I had some sort of tapeworm or bug for a little while.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you drink the water over there?
I'm sure I did in some capacity. Like there's
The ice.
Did you eat fresh
It's
vegetables
ice.
that have been
It's
washed
ice.
in water?
Yes, I did.
The ice.
That'll get you.
Yeah.
That'll get
Anybody
you.
else get sick on the trip?
I think we were all so polite that I was like just whispering to my brother. I was like, "Hey man, like what's going on in the bathroom?"
And none of those medical professionals were a little wary about eating and drinking?
No, they
Okay.
were very clear about ice. They were
Mhm.
like, "Hey, let's just make sure we get like no ice, right?" Or,
Oh,
or
really?
Or they would ask the establishment, be like, "Hey, is this like
Is
where's
the
the
ice
ice coming
okay?
from?" Yeah, yeah.
I will have a Coke with no ice.
The lady will have the Coke with with C. difficile. And you look around as she's having diarrhea in the ladies' room. You look around and you say, "Isn't this great?" We have to take a break. When we come back, it is time. We have postponed it long enough. And what whets your appetite more than me talking about E. coli? Well, it's a taste test, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I will be the spectator. Rob and Oscar will be the tasters. And you will leave the show with a newfound knowledge of a new beverage. We'll be right back. Well, I'm an E. coli guy.
Files, Mike, files.
Hey, folks, it's time to experience Dadgrass, the legal organic way to unwind without hangovers or grogginess. Enjoy the relaxation of smokable hemp with low THC and high CBD. Explore their 100% organic, not organized. It's organic, you dumbass. Pre-roll joints for a clear-headed cannabis experience. Not into smoking? Check out Dadgrass's top-notch tinctures and their gummies, the ones I use, for a delicious euphoric mood. It's all the mellow goodness, no smoke required, and they all leave you feeling the good vibes. All Dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 18 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the U.S. Plus, it is TSA approved. Right now, Dadgrass is offering our listeners 20% off their first order when you go to dadgrass.com/TMOS. Go to dadgrass.com/TMOS for 20% off your first order. That's dadgrass.com/TMOS. You have been mentioning to me for the better part of 2 weeks that we have a taste test that you've been waiting to do.
Yeah, I am a rube, as I think all of us are in different ways. And when I was at the Sheets, I was looking to buy a soda, looking in there, and there is a new Fanta flavor called What the Fanta.
Oh, I love good gimmick sodas.
I do too. And here's, Oscar, if you can bring the bottle up for presentation. Mac has a bottle as well, and there's two to your immediate left. And it is, the soda itself is darker than even like a grape soda.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up
Bring
a picture of this, Mac, if you don't mind, so everybody can see this at home.
And the motto on it, or the
Is that a
keyword.
different type of packaging?
No, it's a Fanta bottle.
Does
it's
it
the
glow in the
plastic
dark?
Fanta bottle.
Yeah. But it
It looks like it glows in the dark.
Well, what happens is apparently, and I've
It's
had
like
a
the
couple
Estero
of them.
Mustang's color.
I've had a couple of these, Mike. It says it will turn your tongue black temporarily. And I've not seen that yet, but then again,
This is a Halloween promotion?
yeah, it is, because it has a spider and a bat on it. And it's a mystery flavor. It's a Halloween-inspired mystery flavor.
Will it float?
And this
Taste the unknown.
and this is what it says on the website is it's a refreshing mystery flavored soda. It's 100% naturally flavored soft drink, hauntingly delicious beverage, and you drink in black tongue, costume complete, and it also has
Wait a minute,
zero
what?
sugar.
You said drink in black tongue.
Yeah,
What?
because
What's
it
that
says
last sentence?
it says your costume is complete because it turns your tongue black.
And
Now,
when was that last sentence?
it says, and this is quoting from the website, drink in black tongue, costume complete.
Drink in black tongue.
This is
complete.
what it's drinking black tongue. So you're basically, if you have some sort of costume, this will
Right.
be your costume for your tongue.
Yeah.
So this is fun, and you will get a different flavor profile every time.
No. This is one standard flavor, but it's a mystery flavor.
Can we get into this?
Absolutely. And Mac
All
has
right,
a
who
bottle
wants to
too.
go first?
Well, I think we should all go and then give our response.
All right.
No?
All right, go ahead. Open
We're
them
opening.
All right.
up. And it's called Fanta.
You pad.
What?
Fanta
What
Unknown.
the Fanta?
What the Fanta?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Now,
On
first
the count of
no,
three.
hold
On
it.
my count, please.
Don't we have to smell it first? What are you getting?
It's not
Licorice.
wine.
better than
3,
wine.
2, 1. Go ahead.
Okay. First off, if NyQuil, the grape
Yes.
version, and I'm not talking about the kind that ZQuil, which is completely different. This has the flavor profile of NyQuil,
The cherry?
cold and flu, grape, dark grape. That's what.
nasty.
Let me see your tongue.
It's getting dark. Let me
Okay.
get a little darker.
Okay. I see there's definitely a citrus profile to it.
Now that's totally different from NyQuil Grape.
I know.
I used to put myself to bed with NyQuil, the grape color.
Are you getting? Now wait a minute. I thought yesterday, or when you were teasing this before to me, you said that each bottle would taste a little different.
No, it's
No,
one flavor run.
The way
One flavor.
Yeah, the way he presented it, it did sound like that.
But it's
It is a
actually
mystery
one flavor.
but it's still a mystery one flavor.
You're not
And you're
tasting
getting
any
NyQuil.
orange?
No.
How about you, Mac?
Rob's getting citrus.
I'm not tasting orange. Like I see where you're getting the citrus. I'm tasting raspberry.
Okay, let me see again.
Like
Raspberry.
artificial raspberry,
Yeah.
not like real raspberry.
Okay, hold on.
Let me get that again.
Hey, can I ask a question? Because I just thought when you smelled liquor, is there any Dr. Pepper quality to it?
No.
No.
This
No.
is
Okay.
nasty.
It's not nasty at all.
I
As a
wouldn't-
matter of fact, for a
Is it
diet
cold?
soda,
Did you get it out of the refrigerator?
It's ice cold.
It's ice cold.
for a zero sugar soda, it's got a good flavor
Oh,
profile.
it's yucky.
No, there's citrus. There's a tartness to it. I can see Mac's raspberry.
What do you
thing.
think,
Is it-
Mac? You see your tongue.
I mean, I'm not on camera.
You too?
But I would say it's confusing.
God almighty!
Like what
a
type?
long
What,
way
ty-
to go
what
that
type of
was.
Yeah,
confusing?
sorry.
Like, hey, I don't know what to do with the girl's vagina.
I don't know
or-
whether I like it. That's
Well, that could be that as well.
That's true.
because I like it keeps going back between grape and raspberry to me.
I don't get grape.
Well, Oscar got grape, and do you think maybe your taste buds are a little out of whack because of the medication?
Mac?
Mine? Oh,
No,
sorry.
I'm talking to
No.
Rob.
No,
I'm
I
talking
got nothing that touches my medication. No, I'm fine. I've got the best mouth in here.
Yeah,
I'm the healthiest man in here, don't you know?
That's just.
I think we all knew it was you, Rob, except for you, Rob.
Oh, well. No, I put my taste buds up against anybody.
Sometimes when you're on a plethora of medicine,
Yeah.
it can affect your taste buds.
No, I don't think they're affected though, because you know
Okay.
what? It matches.
All right.
It matches the smell. It
Is
doesn't.
it okay? This is the true question. If you so as a gimmick, great
Yeah.
for the show. If you got kids, you can wow them with this.
You know,
Fine.
you should bring in. You should bring in your wife. Shannon should be because she's the sweet tooth.
You know
and
what?
she might
Do you
have
want
a
to call
pretty-
him the peach if she's
she
available?
might
Mac?
have
Yeah.
a sophisticated palate
Yeah.
when it comes to this. So, the
And
big
also,
question-
we'll let her choose whose bottle she wants to drink from.
I should be fine with mine.
Yeah, I
hey,
think
this
so.
is interesting to me. So, Rob, you would finish the bottle. You don't mind it.
I've
You
had
like it.
I've had a few of them already. I buy
Oh,
it.
you like the flavor?
Yeah, I do.
and
for
it's
a
got a
sugar-
citrusy
So you go
quality.
out of your way to get the mystery flavor.
Yeah, because it's one of the better zero sugar flavors that I've had.
Has anything been written about the flavor?
There are some people that have posted online. I've heard things like, I have heard grape. I don't taste it. I've heard sour cherry. I've heard lemon. I've heard orange. But they're not going to reveal the flavor until after Halloween.
And then Oscar thinks there's a medicinal quality to it.
I think it tastes also a little like Smarties.
But
And-
you don't get the NyQuil flavor?
No, I don't. I
Are
don't.
Smarties the thin
Yeah,
wafers?
they're no, those are Necco wafers. Smarties are in a small tube about the size of a cigarette.
Sometimes they come in a necklace.
yeah, and
Smarties like, those little candies.
Yeah.
So it's got a very sour profile.
It has a
to
sour profile.
I don't
to
even
it.
taste the sour.
One of the people that I read online, they said they have notes of sour
Maybe I'm
cherry.
broken.
I taste the sour.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, hey, Mac, pro
Yes.
tip, once you get sexually active, if you ever taste the sour,
Yes. Stay away.
not a good
Yeah.
thing.
Look who's here.
Come on, impeach.
Yeah. It's
All right.
nice to see her.
Explain to her what's going
Okay,
on, Oscar.
mystery soda. You're gonna taste it, and then you can tell us what type of what are you tasting? What type of fruit or flavor? What are you
Yeah.
tasting?
Can I sit down too?
Oh, Jesus
Just
crikey.
scoot back. I'll just sit on your lap. Oh, the Chico.
Okay, focus.
Hi.
Focus.
Hi, Shannon.
Focus. Hello.
Hello.
All right,
You're such a beautiful baby.
She,
Alrighty.
she always delivers.
No.
Don't worry,
That,
folks.
all right,
Yeah,
so
just
we
smell
have,
it and taste
we've had
it.
the guys review. There's a little bit of a confusion here.
It seems
and-
flat.
She sniffs.
Right.
Not making
What
a
do you
good
think of
face.
the bouquet?
You know
what do
what?
you think of the
Okay, it kind of reminds me of what is it?
Silence.
No, is it Runts? Runts candy?
Ah, not unlike Smarties.
Okay. All right. Runts are the same. All right. Take a sip.
Runts, yeah.
All
Which
right,
I
very
like,
good.
but I don't know about this.
Okay. See what we got. Eamon's taking a drink right now.
Not bad.
That's 2 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
2
bad.
likes. And
What flavors do you get from it?
Ooh, the aftertaste is a little funky though.
Well, it's because it's
But
zero
it's
sugar.
diet, yeah. Yeah. Now, what was the question?
What flavors are you getting? Because I think there's definitely more than one flavor going on.
What do you taste?
Artificial sweetener.
Okay. Oh, you don't like that. You don't like that, right? Are you not a diet soda drinker?
I am, but like Coke Zero, I like. It's
Mhm.
good. I mean, I like it. I tolerate it.
I get it.
But this tastes like aspartame.
Oh, yes.
Did you say aspartame or it tastes like ass?
Aspartame.
Aspartame.
All right, get out
Okay.
of here.
Go.
Yeah.
All right.
You can
thank
take the soda with you. Oh, let me see your tongue.
No, that's all right.
Let me see your tongue.
Let me see your tongue, you weirdo. How inappropriate.
I don't think so.
I love inappropriate. Might be one of my favorite words in the English language. So let me tongue test. Oscar tongue. Look at the tongue. Anything?
Not
maybe
really.
a little bit. Rob, yeah, there's a little black there.
Well, that might
There's
be
a little-
that might just be infection.
There you go. Okay,
sickness.
that's our inconclusive conclusion.
Yeah, okay. It was a
there
good
that we
taste
had
test,
there.
though.
It was very nice. I wish I had.
So inappropriate.
Rob gave me plenty of notice. He said, "Go to your grocery store, pick one up." I said, "I'll get right on that." We're gonna take a break, and yeah, it seems to be a medical theme on the show today.
Yeah.
Beware of something that can make you sick.
Oh.
As a golfer, I'll tell you that next. Hey, everybody. WDRC, Hartford, where your friends are. Like to send this out to Dick McDonough and all the other DJs in heaven. Orleans, you're still the one. Oops.
Well, it's an instrumental. So I gave you the
It's a
post
loop.
anyway.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Let's talk about Chime. You played it.
Yes,
Chime.
I did.
Are we going to do that game again?
No, it was a chime to indicate the post of the record.
Sure you don't want to play that game? I kind of like that game.
Okay, well, we
occasionally.
can do it. We can do it.
Let's talk about Chime. Credit scores might not seem like a big deal, but low or no credit can jam up your financial dreams. That's where Chime sweeps in. With its secured credit builder Visa credit card, millions trust it to power up their credit scores. Safely boost your score with everyday buys and prompt payments. No annual fees, no credit check to begin. Plus no minimum balance or overdraft fees. It's your passport to all Visa-accepted spots, all while bolstering your credit with your own funds. Level up your credit game with Chime. Seize your financial future. Start building up your credit right now. Open a Chime checking account with at least a $200 qualifying direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/TMOS. That's chime.com/TMOS. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card issued by Strive Bank N.A. member FDIC. Chime checking account at $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Late payment may cause a negative impact on your credit score. Results may vary.
I'm over here now.
There he is with a black tongue.
Mike, you know what? That was one of our better chime spots with the chime included.
Chime time.
Yeah, we did good.
I enjoy it greatly. We'll have to get to our friend Paulie Christine tomorrow, who was very mourning the loss of a friend today. We'll get to that on tomorrow's show. I wanted to give everybody, because we only have time for a quickie break right here. This came to me from a fellow player as we were observing a golfer in the other cart. Usually you go 2 and 2,
Yeah.
2 to a cart, 4 golfers out there. And we were observing him smoke his cigar. And this is when this friend of mine said to me that it might have been a third-hand story where this was relayed to him
All right.
by another golfer about another friend. But apparently the story goes like this. This is down in the state of Florida. And this man was a regular cigar smoker on the golf course. Lots of cigars all the time. Never on the golf course without a cigar.
Yuck.
And like most golfers, he'd get up to the green, he'd put the cigar down, or he'd be making a shot and he'd put the cigar down.
Mhm.
Some people will have a little holder on their cart, or some people will even have a special device that they can put on their golf bag to keep their cigar secure. But this guy wasn't doing that, and most people don't. You put it down on the ground.
I've
So,
seen people almost like toss it down and then
they
pick it up
toss
when
it
they're
down,
done.
they
Yeah.
pick it back up. Guy goes to the doctor. Gets a full workup, and then at the end, is there anything else that's been bothering you? And the gentleman says to the doctor, I've been experiencing a painful rectal itch. And the doctor, without hesitation, said, are you a golfer? And he said, yes, I am. I said, do you smoke cigars on the golf course? He said, yeah, every day. He said, you have worms.
Oh my God.
Apparently, and I don't know, I have no scientific reason where I can share this with you, but apparently, and Mac, if you can look up cigars, golf, and worms, perhaps you can find something.
Yeah.
But apparently, putting it on the ground, there are gribblies down there.
Sure.
There are parasites. There are worms, and they get the wet butt of the cigar, and the gribblies can attach to that, and then, of course, into the mouth, down through the intestinal tract, to the anus, and there it is. Worms caused by, and I don't know what kind of worms.
Another bad thing about cigar. God, I hate a cigar. Yeah.
Why, you do? You hate a cigar?
Yeah. If you ever, well, Mike, you drove around in a limo with the windows up.
Don. Oh my God.
I don't think I know how to smoke a cigar.
It's nothing to it.
By the way, the first of that show to smoke cigars was yours truly.
Exactly. I remember.
And
but you were courteous about it.
And I didn't stay with it, though. I didn't stay with it. I moved past it.
I remember your brand, I believe.
Yeah.
What's the appeal again?
No, Macanudo in the early days, but when I really want a good one, what is it called? Padron Anniversary Series.
Right. I do remember
They're
that.
rectangular, and they are fantastic. And I still like one once in a blue moon, but very rarely. But apparently, you put a wet cigar down on the ground, and the gribblies. Anything online about it, Mac?
I'm seeing something called a cigar beetle. But I'm not seeing any health.
A cigar beetle that can get in your body?
It's more saying that they eat the cigar and put holes in the cigar. I'm not seeing anything yet about medical issues.
You don't want to throw your cigar down. I'm the cigar beetle.
Hey, and listen to this.
Yes.
Hello, John. And this could have been, we don't know the doctor. Let's be honest. They're not all saints. This may have been a very cheap excuse for the doctor to get at the guy's balloon.
Worms.
Right?
Yes.
Let me take a look.
Well,
how does this feel?
We're just going to give you a general anesthesia so I can look at the balloon.
But not a tapeworm, like a worm.
Worms.
Yeah.
Like your dog. Okay. When a dog gets worms, one of the signs that they've got worms is they drag their ass across the carpet.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know that was a sign.
To get the itch out. Well, I do it. But
that's right after you yell, "It's potty time."
I'm doing the O'Mara ski. Carla, come on in here. I'm going to drag my ass across the floor again.
Don't you love me?
Yeah, and if it's
better than
really
lunges.
good, and if it's a carpet with a real tight weave, it really gets the itch out.
Oh, Mike, I have some prescription Berber carpet.
Berber. Fantastic. All right, we don't know. That's all we have. Oh, we're up on a break.
But
again.
it's a
I'm
good
terribly
tail.
sorry.
It is a good tail.
Tail, get it? Tail. Right. Don't be an ass. We have to take a break. We will come back with the flip side. And we didn't get to, once again, half of what we were going to get to today. But,
we got tomorrow.
Medical news is important. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the flip side. You, ladies and gentlemen, have the pleasure of listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa. Halloween is coming, and there will be both tricks and treats. I just saw Dr. Jill Biden secretly replace Joe's Lipitor with candy corn. Uh-oh. Regardless of this, it's your job to take care of your own haze. Why not try complimentary virtual skin consultations and self-care appointments at dermglowskin.com. Grab Carla's Beauty Bundle, 11 travel-size products that give you the perfect skincare routine for the morning and the night. It's on sale right now for $60. Get it at dermglowskin.com. Travel kits are also available, perfect for traveling or just to try out. Carla's skincare products. DermGlow ships everywhere and features Afterpay, so make the pampering esthetician a part of your self-love journey. And be sure to tell them that sitcom legend Jack Sue sent you. Jack Sue was an American actor and singer. He was best known for his role as Detective Nick Yamana on the television sitcom Barney Miller. It's funny when the Barney Miller bio takes longer than the commercial itself.
This
Yamana
is stuff
made
people
bad
need to
coffee,
know. Yeah.
But his face looked amazing thanks to DermGlow. So tell Carla that you want to do the Sue. You will be delighted. Hit your thing. I'm sorry. Editor's note.
What,
No.
yes.
His co-star Hal Linden got his start in the legitimate theater. Thank you very much. There we are.
The Flip Side.
Do the Sue, Mike.
Do the Sue.
So Brody Jenner has sort of an interesting. I didn't realize this until this morning. I knew that he was the child of Caitlyn Jenner, but his mom is Linda Thompson, who dated Elvis for a long time. So that kind of maybe he's got some Elvis sort of influence in him, because they posted a video. I believe this is at the New York Daily News. It might have been the New York Post. It was one of the New York papers. And he's documenting his first year with a baby. And it's him and his wife. And, little things happen when you're raising a child for the first year. And we see this. But I'll just say this. If I was him, I'd skip the latte.
All right, so I just came out to make us both some coffee, and we are out of almond milk. But I did find one thing. Now, I hear great things about breast milk. I hear it's very nutritious. I hear it's very delicious.
So he makes him and his wife coffee. Keep going, Mac. It goes. There's more. With breast milk of his wife. And I can't imagine this. And there's photos of him.
I can tell you what he's doing. He's just doing what they do. He's trying to get clickbait.
It could be.
That's what he's all up to. He's cute.
It's freaking delicious.
It's freaking delicious, Mike. Breast milk latte. So, yucks.
I mean, he's a
So
lucky
gross.
duck.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right
Not
now,
my
I'm
scene.
I'm trying to
Let's
avoid.
make some milkshakes.
Like, the jokes would flow out of me back in the day,
Sure.
prior to the age of political correctness.
I hear you.
By the way, if you're going to make that kind of latte, make it right from the tap.
See, Mike,
Thank you very much.
I wouldn't feel I was doing my job if I didn't cover
what is it? Bedroom to table?
Brought a table.
Yeah,
There you go.
It's very good.
Brassiere to table. Much
Yes.
classier.
Thank you for keeping it classy,
Thank
Oscar. Mike, you're a fan of at least you follow most of the great sportscasters that we have in the business nowadays, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, not nowadays, but in the old days, I did.
Well, yeah, but this guy goes back, and this really surprised me. We're talking about Al Michaels. And
do you believe in miracles?
And this
And
interview.
then, let me tell you something. Do you believe in miracles? Turned into, yeah, all right, well, why do they have to have smoke out there? Like we all do. We all get old and curmudgeon-y in the broadcast.
Well,
biz.
I found out something about Al that I didn't know. And this surprises me because to look at him, he looks like, he's the picture of health.
Is it true that you have never knowingly eaten a vegetable in your life?
That is true.
That is true.
I was born when my parents were 18 and my mother hadn't even read Dr. Spock at that point. So she just let me have the run of the course. And I always pushed the vegetables away. To this day, no. And I guess what I've proven, Chris, is that man does not need vegetables to survive.
But is it just possible that you would like, I'm thinking of one of the more non-objectionable vegetables.
I love
a
Chris
carrot.
Wallace. I do too.
Oh, please.
A carrot?
No, a carrot. No, that's an objectionable vegetable.
I mean, really? What, I mean, how would you know? You've never tasted it.
I look at it. I just don't even like the look of it. And I surmise what it might taste like in terms of the texture of it. I think a lot of it probably has to do, it just doesn't look like something that would go down well. Now you put a big steak in front of me and I'm going, let's go.
There you go, Mike.
So never any vegetables.
That's what he said. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, never any vegetables.
He's a bit of a weird duck.
He is.
I think level of success, you just got to be like, you got to be weird. You got to be eccentric.
Yeah, I don't
know. I disagree.
No?
I don't think in that bit. I think your average sportscaster, even on the national level, I've met a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're pretty decent, down-to-earth kind of guys, a lot of them. They really are.
Yeah.
I've chatted with Joe Buck. I've chatted with John Miller, and they just seem to be kind
I know
of
for a fact.
down to
I know for a
guys.
fact.
John Madden was the most down-to-earth guy in the world.
Yeah. I know that Sam Rosen loved cabbage. So
okay, Sam Rosen.
All right, Mike.
Sam Rosen, Rothbard's the only 90-year-old.
I stand corrected.
Let's close with this. I know you're very disappointed with how the NFL is going, so maybe the fact that they're playing in London now is kind of exciting, right?
Nope.
Okay, let's go with that. And the governor of New York State has actually changed the laws so that people can enjoy these London games even more.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul ordered the state liquor authority to allow bars to serve alcohol as early as 8 a.m. for the Buffalo Bills game played in London. Not only that, during the Giants game, she temporarily legalized heroin.
So that's good news for you, right?
They've made the talk show. They've made the talk. It was always the Jets.
Yeah, you're right.
And now it's the Giants.
Yep.
Get ready. That's the only thing that's going to give me joy. How sad and pathetic is that? Really?
Maybe they should.
Which is more? What?
They should eat their vegetables.
Al Michaels. Yeah, keep that carrot away from me. Do you believe in miracles? I just passed the broccoli. And I have worms. We got to get out of here. We'll be back with a brand new episode for Rob and Oscar and Mac and everybody else. Michael Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out The Michael Mara Bonus Show. Get it at michaelmarashow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Huh? Christ almighty, it's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
Just a sexy body and just a knockout 10 figure.
You're not doing that. Face off. Bang! Bang!